However tempting it would be to sing the praises of our House managers on behalf not only of the House of Representatives, on behalf of the American people, and I have to say personally on behalf of my grandchildren, who drew great hope and inspiration from each and every one of you. We could not be prouder.
She's so
your
pissed.
Patriotic presentations, the clarity in which you presented, and again, the inspiration that you have been to so many people. So I thank you for that. When I see all of them, it reminds me that when we
Here go the
see
hands.
candidates to run for office, or we see them self-recruiting,
Sucking that masking.
They'll say, well, I could be the president of my university, or I could be the head of my hospital department, or this or that.
Stuttering.
So I have to think about whether I run for Congress. We always say, we don't want anybody without options. That's why we're looking to you to run, because you have options. That shouldn't be a reason for you not
she's
to
a
run.
pissed off
But
woman.
what we saw in that Senate today was a cowardly group of Republicans who apparently have no options because they were afraid to defend their job, respect the
I think you're afraid of
institutions
Trump.
in which they serve. Imagine that it would be vandalized in so many bad ways that I won't even go into here, and that they would not respect their institute. That the president of the Senate, Mike Pence, hang Mike Pence, was the chant, and they just dismissed that. Why? Because maybe they can't get another job. What is so important?
Get another job.
One of us.
What's a job got to do with anything?
What is so
This woman's a
important
fucking
about the
freak.
political survival of any one of us that is more important than our Constitution that we take an oath to protect and defend? But
Why didn't you protect the Capitol? You knew they were coming.
Mitch McConnell, who, when this distinguished group of House managers were gathered on January 15th to deliver the articles of impeachment, we're told it could not be received because Mitch McConnell had shut down the Senate and was going to keep it shut down until
I wouldn't be surprised she don't start cussing.
So for him to get up there and make this indictment against the president and then say, but I can't vote for it because it's after the fact that he established.
Oh yeah, she's really getting pissed now.
Before the inauguration. Now, when you think about January 6th, between January 6th and January 20th, you're only talking about just under 2 weeks, a day under 2 weeks. So, the big lies, stop the steal, the lie that you talked about, stop the steal, was the momentum for getting these people there on the 6th. They honestly believe, for whatever reason, maybe too much social media, whatever. Watch Social Media, that movie. So, why they were thinking that was true, that the election was not legitimate.
It wasn't.
Whatever the reason the president told them. So, okay, so that's the 6th.
Explain all the bullshit that happened, man.
Impeach in the House. Thank you to
Explain
those who participated.
You won't.
Way. Jamie Raskin, Ted Lieu, and David Cicilline. Where's David Cicilline? They had it all written up and ready to go. Bipartisanly passed the House, and then 2 days later, ready with the case to take to the Senate.
Oh, I'm loving this.
We can't receive it. Not a question. And then, by the law, you're supposed to receive it and the next day start the trial. So for Mitch McConnell,
watch the fingers.
He created the situation where it could not have been heard before the 20th, or even begun before the 20th in the Senate, to say,
just retire your old bag.
He said, oh my gosh, about Donald Trump and how horrible he was and is, and then say, but the time that the House chose to bring it over. No, we didn't choose. You chose not to receive it. So I think that's really important.
She's just
and
rambling.
Again, it doesn't matter, as Jamie and others have told us. You can
Sorry.
file the case after the person is out of
Little
office.
squiggly.
So it's an elementary discussion.
I wasn't expecting to do
The
this.
Senate rules in that way and honoring a precedent on this. So it didn't matter, except it was not the reason that he voted the way he did. It was the excuse that he used. And so that's why I think it's important, because that was a very important speech. Thought Chuck Schumer's speech was remarkable in laying it all out. I think he was inspired by all of you, because you raised the level of all this to such a place.
You guys made up evidence
of our country, our
in videos.
and what we owe our children. Again, we always say,
how can you fucking do that?
Founders, worthy of the sacrifice of our men and women in uniform, and respecting the aspirations of our children.
You edited videos to make him look worse.
The distinguished lead manager said
that's
earlier
pathetic.
On this presidential weekend, our sense of patriotism.
Look at her mask, man. She's sucking that thing in like a freaking Buick, boy.
So I want to thank them. I want to thank Stacey Plaskett. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you, Madeleine Dean. Thank you very much, Joe Nagoo.
Yep.
Thank you, Eric
there
Swalwell.
goes
Thank you,
$10 million over tax money.
Thank you, Ted Lieu. Thank you, Joaquin Castro. Thank you very much, Mr. Lead Manager, on all of this. We just couldn't be prouder. I've been hearing from my grandchildren.
Oh, yeah, they're very proud.
That justice wasn't done. But by
2
15
impeachments.
Votes, the Senate voted to convict. A good bipartisan statement about what has happened. It would not have been accomplished without your brilliant presentation. So
brilliant editing videos. That's brilliant.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
She's so pissed.
Madam Speaker, thank you for your confidence in us. I was going to go next to Scott. Were you going to take the next one, David? Okay. Scott.
Speaker, she had a comment about
Bob bitch.
Suggesting that President Trump still was liable criminally or civilly for everything he did in office. Do you think now that the Justice Department or State Attorney General should pursue the legal route?
He even hedged on that. Remember when he talked about incitement? He said he didn't think this rose to level. Oh, and so he was hedging all over the place. I don't know whether it was for donors or what, but whatever it was a very disingenuous speech. And I say that regretfully, because I always want to be able to work with the leadership of the other party.
Oh my God.
I think our country needs a strong Republican Party. It's very important, and for him to try to have it every which way. But we will be going forward to make sure that this never happens again, in terms of to investigate and evaluate what caused
You just can't get over Trump.
Both in terms of the motivation, but also in terms of the
You're
security
fucking addicted
that
to
we have
him.
to have as we go forward, recognizing how inflaming even some of our elected officials can be. But I defer to all these distinguished lawyers about
All right, let's see. So,
But Speaker Pelosi, is censure,
I'll come to you and then I'll come to you. I'm sorry.
is censure an option right now?
The censure is a slap in the face of the Constitution that lets everybody off the hook. It lets everybody off the hook.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, these cowardly senators who couldn't face up to what the president did and what was at stake for our country are now going to have a chance to give a little slap on the wrist. We censure people for using stationery.
Well, what about the guy that fucking forged fucking the Russian documents?
Inciting insurrection that kills people in the Capitol.
Huh? Y'all gave him a slap on the wrist.
Yes.
Explain how you went from wanting the contemporaneous notes from the Congresswoman depositions, possibly leading to other depositions, to then entering an already public statement, into the trial record. Did you try and reach out to her at all? And then separately, Did the White House either indirectly or directly?
Alrighty, I think that's about it for now.
All your witnesses?
You know.